What is happening, boxing fans? It's Rodney De La Paz. So tomorrow, May 2nd, Floyd Mayweather Jr. is going to finally match up against Manny Pacquiao. The fight that everybody's been waiting for so many years now, and it's been frustrating. However, we all knew deep down that this fight was just bound and destined to happen. So I hope everybody is peeled to their televisions, whether if you're streaming illegally or finally just said, okay, I'm just going to suck up this $100 bill and watch this fight. So anyway, let me just talk about some of the very important attributes that each fighter has, and let me know whether or not you agree. But I have a certain criteria, but I wanted to talk about first the 4 criteria that the judges will be looking for: clean punches, effective aggressiveness, defense, and ring generalship. Okay? So, clean punches. Who punches clean? Mayweather or Manny Pacquiao? We've seen it. Mayweather, very, very accurate. He has an awesome jab, well-timed, not really telegraphed. He has a very high punching percentage. He connects very, very high. That is going to be very tough for Manny Pacquiao. But Manny Pacquiao also, he knows how to throw very accurate combinations. He's probably the best in the business in combination punching. So Mayweather has probably never seen this type of volume effective combination punching. So both of them have their hands full that night. Effective aggressiveness. Obviously Manny Pacquiao, he throws a lot of punches, but they are effective. He just doesn't close his eyes and flurries. No, he puts together combinations that he's been practicing, knowing that his opponent has certain holes in their game. But what holes do Mayweather have? So defense, whose name is synonymous with defense? It is absolutely Mayweather. Mayweather, we're either going to see him keeping a nice distance, a safe distance, because I believe he's going to be very conservative when it comes to fighting Manny Pacquiao. But we'll talk about the strategy in my next video. However, right now I just want to talk about the criteria and the attributes to each fighter. Ring generalship. So what does that exactly mean? It's really the boxer's ability to control the ring, to control the pace, to control the match and the fight. Manny Pacquiao, he fights at 100 miles an hour. He has a really good ability to set the pace, to push. However, Mayweather has the ability to set his own pace by stepping back, by keeping a nice distance, by being able to smother and jam up his opponent and clinch and slow down pace if he needs to. So he does it in a very different way, but it's also effective, and he's done it every single time he goes into the ring. So here's some other attributes that I feel is very important to consider when you're trying to think about who's going to win. Athleticism. Both of them are consummate athletes. They're not awkward in any way. They're very fluid. They like playing basketball and other sports. They cross-train and other things. So as far as athleticism, there's nothing really awkward about both of them. So I'm going to give both of them the same rate as far as who's athletic. Both of them really very athletic people. Boxing IQ. Now, honestly, I'm going to have to tend to lean towards Mayweather with boxing IQ because he really has such intelligence in the ring. He really knows how to adapt and see what kind of cards he's playing with during that moment, and he knows how to capitalize. I would say with Manny Pacquiao, yes, he is a smart fighter. However, excuse me, we've all seen him kind of have an off night. We've unfortunately seen him get knocked out. So he's had mental lapses. And we've seen him struggle. Of course, we've seen every single match with him against Marquez. And for some reason, he really failed to truly adapt. And that might be a ding in this category for him, and Mayweather's definitely going to capitalize if he sees any holes. Let's talk about tactics versus strategy. Okay, both of them have great tactics. Okay, but tactics is very short term. Tactics is, for instance, let's say you have a jab. Okay, somebody jabs, and a tactic is slipping the jab and throwing the straight left. And that's in Manny Pacquiao's case. A tactic that Floyd Mayweather has would be him doing his shoulder roll on a jab and then countering with a right. That would be quick tactics that's just here and now. Both of them have that. But strategy is talking about the ability to develop your game from the very beginning. Being patient, having an actual overall plan. You say, okay, from rounds 1 to 3, I'm going to establish a body shot. Okay? A body jab, a jab to the head. Okay? I'm going to establish that. And then from rounds 4 to 6, then I'm going to go in and start establishing my hook. Okay? Those things you have to stick with, and those are long-term plans. I would have to say that Mayweather has shown us that he can stick to a plan. So he really has the edge in strategy, whereas Manny Pacquiao has made his career in his tactics. Hope you guys kind of understood the difference there. So anyway, the last attribute I want to talk about is discipline. The boxer's ability to stay focused. We've seen Manny Pacquiao, again, have an off night. And this worries me because he needs to be at the top of his game physically and mentally. If not, guess who's going to capitalize on that shortcoming? It's going to be Mayweather. Mayweather, I have yet to see him really mentally falter. If he has an off night, he knows his own capabilities. He's going to sink back and say, you know what? I'm going to start depending on my defense first, get warmed up, get a feel, get my opponent's timing, and then light it up in the next second half of the fight, like from rounds 6 to 12. He's in for the long haul. So anyway, those are my attributes that I have to talk about. And in my next video, because I don't want this to be too long, I'm going to talk about what each fighter has to do in order to win. All right? Enjoy.